So you need ideas for your first YouTube video. You're either going to need one of these, or you're going to need one of these. Whichever one you have, or if you have a laptop, that works too. That's all you really need is one of these in order to make a great YouTube video. Because some of these, believe it or not, have good quality, just like this one. Or if you have one of these and you know how to use it, then go for it. Making your first videos can be really hard, and it can be really extremely stressful. I remember when I first started doing YouTube, I was all over the place and I didn't know what I was doing. I was technically running around with my hand chopped up because first I didn't take the time to study YouTube, and I didn't even really figure out what YouTube really was about. So I was just making videos and just uploading them and not even putting thumbnails, not even making sure that my video was optimized or nothing. I didn't have no clue. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and ideas on how to do just that so you don't make the same mistakes that I did on my YouTube channel. So hi, welcome to the pursuit of learning YouTube. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you guys want to see more videos just like this one, then don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can see more videos just like this one. Tip number 1 is figuring out what your niche is first. So if you don't know what your niche is first, then don't make a first video. And second tip is don't start your video about you, because people don't need to know about you. Because if your niche is not about you, you're not a blogger, and you're not about blogging about yourself, then don't start. Depending on what your niche is, mainly bloggers going to start with, hi, this is me, I'm blogging, blah, 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 blah. But if your niche is something different, you want to start with finding out who your audience are. So the way you do that is with your niche, because not everybody's going to be your audience. So you want to start with ideas. And the first thing I do is I write down 3 or 5 videos, ideas, topics for my YouTube channel. So I start typing topics that people are searching in YouTube. So what I do is I ask YouTube, or I go to the search engine on Google and I ask, hey, what are the top trending videos right now in 2022 that people are searching on YouTube in my niche? Usually that's how I was doing it, but now VIQ came up with even something way better. So if you're new to VIQ, have no clue what VIQ is, VIQ is free for everyone to use, and it's to help you get better at the YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to subscribe, I'll put down the link notification to VIQ. It's awesome. And if you use VIQ, then give me a thumbs up like button. And if you don't like it, then give me a thumb down button, because VIQ for me is amazing. They give you tips and ideas on what your YouTube channel video title should be. And they give you 3 different ideas for the free version. And if you pay, there's different versions that you can use. You can either become a pro, you can pay for the yearly subscription, you can pay for their monthly subscription, or you can pay for their weekly subscription, whatever subscription they have, but they have a few. So they usually give me these tips, ideas, and they say, hey, save or don't save. And what they're called is their ideas for your channel. And then their ideas basing on what niche you use and what's trending in your channel's niche. So my channel is all about learning and innovating YouTube. So usually they give me ideas based on that. And if you guys don't have VIQ or don't want VIQ, do it the way that I told you guys. Type in YouTube into the search engine, and people are on there constantly searching for content. So maybe they might find yours, but how do they find yours? So second is, when you have your topic idea and you decided what you want to talk about, the next thing to do is, at least so you don't get overwhelmed, is watch 3 YouTubers in your niche that you generally like and see how they do it, and see if you can get ideas from them. Because it's okay to copy. You're not going to copy word for word what they say, but you can get ideas from their YouTube channel so that you can start making videos. And you're like, oh, I like that idea. That's actually pretty neat. And last, don't spend your time wasting your videos on talking about a Q&A about yourself, because technically people are not going to want to know who you really are if you're not a blogger. That's just my opinion, because you want your video to people to know what your content and your video is about. That's what your YouTube channel is about. It's not necessarily about you. It's about your niche and what you bring to the table. So if you're a gamer, you can talk, your first video can be about what your knowledge is about whatever you want to talk about in your game industry, in whatever game industry you're in, and stuff like that. So the first thing I do is I search related topics that are in my niche that people are really searching and it's trending. That's really going to help you out. And then learning how to optimize your videos and figuring out, okay, how to use your hashtags and using keywords that are related to your video so that people, when it comes to the search engine, when they're typing, your videos might be more likely to pop up on the search engine than your videos are sinking. And YouTube will tell you if your videos are doing good or bad, and I'll explain how just in a second. So you made it to this part of the video. Congratulations. I hope I'm not really boring you, but with that said, let's continue. A phone can be really useful to make videos, right? And it could be a struggle because sometimes you feel like your phone is not a really good quality, and that's what stops a lot of people. Believe me, a lot of people don't think phones are that good for film. They always think you have to have the top of the line gear before they get started. And I like what Sean Kennel says from Think Media is you got to start messy and you got to start somewhere. So you can also just start with your first video is just experimenting and start making videos and just press record. Just make the video and you'll learn from each video. That's what I do is I watch every video of mine. Every week I watch a few and I start analyzing, okay, this is where I messed up, this is where I did this is where I sucked, this is where I should have done this is where I should have fixed this is where, and I just start analyzing my own channel to help me figure out how to improve. Because if you don't realize what you need to improve in, you're never going to get your videos out there. And second is practice your thumbnails. Thumbnails are really important because that's what's going to be the first impression of what people are going to see. So whenever you go into YouTube, you see all these people making thumbnails and you're like, how did they do it? Some people use Kavana, which is free. I think I said their name wrong. Kavana? However you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I use Thumbnail Maker, and it's just something easy and simple. I just upload my video on there, my picture on there, and then I type what I want to say, if I want to put words, if I don't want to put words, or vice versa. And I also use InstaShot because it helps me edit my video, my picture, or my video, or whatever it is. And that's usually what I technically use is InstaShot or Movie Maker. And I try to use iMovie. I think it's iMovie. Yeah, sorry, iMovie. And that's what I technically use for my YouTube channel to edit. So you also have to figure out what is a good editing software. And at first, if you're not an expert, you're never going to really be a full-on expert on editing, but you get better as it goes. So my suggestion is, on your spare time, take time to watch some YouTube videos on how to edit or study and practice editing, just random videos that you have, because that's what's really going to also help your videos have a better quality. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy my tips and my videos on learning how to do your first video on YouTube. I think it's really important that we start creating videos and start learning, and also scripting your videos is really going to help you, because if you just start talking without scripting or doing a bullet point, you're going to forget and you're going to mess up on what you wanted to say. And the most important tips, you're going to be like, oh my god, I wanted to say that and I totally forgot. So the best thing is just start by scripting your videos or doing a bullet point and having like a little thing like this and just going click next, so you can start kind of like how they do it in movies, you know, and they or talk to hosts and you see them like the little screen and they're reading what the screen says. So you kind of want to do that to pay more attention to that. Well, I'll see you guys later. Until next time.